Well, hello everybody and welcome to my latest video. Right, in this video we're going to be talking about a problem I come about when upgrading a client's laptop. It's the high 100% CPU usage in Windows 10. But first, if you like my video, please click the like button, and if you like my content, please click that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications for future videos. So, many users are suffering from the 100% usage due to system interrupts and wonder, how can I fix this? Well, in this video I will show you the reasons for system interrupts in Windows 7, 8, 10 and 11 and how to fix it. So, what is system interrupts? Why is system interrupts using so much CPU resources? And is it a virus? Well, if you have this issue, you may be concerned and would like answers on how to fix this. Well, if you don't know how to fix the system interrupts CPU usage issue, you could try one of the following fixes. So please keep watching to find out what these possible fixes are. So, what causes the system interrupts high CPU usage? Well, the system interrupts is an official part of the Windows operating system. It manages the flow of information between the computer hardware and the system. And you can view this in the task manager, which is showing CPU usage for all hardware interrupts. So there's a task manager there. System interrupts is like an alarm system for the CPU. If something requires the CPU's attention, then the system interrupts will remind the system, or remind the CPU, of the high priority request. Then the CPU pauses what is doing and saves it, then processes the high priority request. And then when the work is done, it will return back to what it was where it was left off. Where there are many interrupts, it means that some errors can occur in the hardware level, and this is why they start taking up a lot of CPU resources. So normally, system interrupts will take about 2% of CPU usage. So if you look on the performance, I'm at 13%, and I'm running a couple of systems. One of them's OBS, but sometimes it can go up to 7, and this is considered as normal. But anything over 10%, and this would require your attention, as it may be an indication of an error or hardware error. So, how can I fix this? Well, at first go, I would try a system restart. Sometimes this can fix the issue, but if this doesn't work, you could try one of the following fixes: updating the hardware drivers, disabling network adapters, disabling audio enhancements, turning Windows fast startup, disabling USB root hubs, and checking for hardware that is failing, and updating the BIOS. So first of all, what we're going to look at is updating hardware drivers. So what we're going to do is right click on the start menu, and we're going to choose settings. There we go. And then we're going to go up to update and security. and then Windows Update will appear. Right? Locate the Windows Updated section. Okay, and check to see if there are any updates available. At the moment mine shows none, but I'll do an update just in case. So it says I'm all up to date. Right, now that we've looked at that, now we're going to have a look at disabling network adapters. So to do this, we right click the start menu again, and then we load something called Device Manager. So Device Manager would be there, and it would load up this dialog box. But we could also, in Cortana search box, go, sorry, not Cortana, my mistake. So we press the Windows R, and then that'll bring up the run command box, and we're going to go dev mgm t.msc. Brings up the same dialog box. Okay, so we're going to expand the network adapters, right? And then we're going to have a look at our network adapter. So I'm going to go for my Network Extreme. I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to right click on it, and then I'm going to select Properties. I am then going to select the Advanced tab, and I'm going to look for something called Wacom Magic Packet and Wacom Pattern Match. So at the moment these two are currently enabled, so we can disable them. And click OK to save the settings. Okay. Now, if this does not work, right, we could try and disable the audio enhancements. So to do this, some sound drivers use enhanced features to improve the quality of your sound. Sometimes these enhancements are incompatible with your hardware and can cause problems. So to disable them, we right click the speaker icon in the taskbar and open up sound settings. On the right hand side, okay, we have what we call our sound control panel. So we click on that and double click the speakers. We then go to enhancements, and then we go disable all enhancements, and then click apply. But I'm not going to do that because it may interfere with my recording. So that is another way that we could get rid of this 100% CPU usage. Now, if this does not work, right, we'll go on to the next method, which is disabling the Windows Fast Startup. Okay, so many users have reported online that if you try disabling the Windows Fast Startup, right, it can help with the system interrupts high usage problem. So let's show you how to do this. Right, so what we're going to do is in the Cortana search bar, we're going to type control panel, and we're going to load up the control panel. Now, if you have your control panel like this, right, so if you go up to the view by and where it says category and then select large icons, you will have the screen like this. Now what we are looking for is power options, so we go into power options. Now when we've gone into power options, okay, we then go on to choose what the power button does, right, and it brings up this section here. So we can't currently change anything on this screen except for these two boxes here. So we change the settings that are currently unavailable, and then this would normally be switched on, but I have it switched off anyway. So we have it switched off, and then we click save changes, and there we go. So again, if this does not work, the next thing we can try is disabling the root hubs. So again, what we need to do is go to right click on our start menu and go to device manager. Now we're going to go to universal serial bus controllers. Okay, and in universal serial bus controllers we have USB root hub. Yep. So what you're going to do is right click on there and go into properties. Okay, because we are going to check to see if our keyboard and mouse is connected. So details, we have, see if we have keyboard or mouse, which it should do because I've got a mouse and keyboard connected. So it doesn't look like we do. So what we do is we disable the device. So we don't want to disable, I don't want to disable this because I have other items attached to it. But you would just disable the root hub. Okay, so after disabling the USB root hubs, and you've gone back to the task manager, and you have a look to see if it's been resolved. If it hasn't been resolved, then resolve the issue after disabling. Then just go back and re-enable them, and then we would try and check for failing hardware. Now, when you're checking for failing hardware, if you suspect that the hard drive is causing the issue, then you can use various tools to check the condition of the hard disk. Now, one of the tools I use is, if I have it on this system, which I don't, so I need to load up so I need to download, sorry. So one of the programs that I use to check the disk is called Crystal disk info. So we go on to our search. We search for that. Now you'll come to this by Crystal Dew World. Okay, so the one that we're just looking for is the zip file. I close this advert off. Right, so this web page has changed since the last time I used it. So there we go, it's downloaded. So we're going to go to where it's downloaded to, and I'm going to extract it. So I'm going to extract all. So I'm going to extract it all to change that to the desktop and extract. So all of our files have been extracted, so we can close this off and close the search off, and I go on to 64-bit version because I've got a 64-bit operating system, and wait for it to load. There we go. Right, now the best way to check on here is, it's quite easy. If you suspect that your hard disk is failing and you check, this is a good indication right here. It will tell you if your hard drive is good. It will give caution in yellow, and then it will give bad in red. So mine is shown a good health status in blue, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so the next thing you would check is the random access memory, or RAM, and to check that we can use the Windows memory management. So we go into Start, go into Updates and Security, and then you go into Recovery. Right, and then you go into Advanced Startup. Now I do have a previous video that I've gone through the memory management fault. It describes the exact way to go through and get through to the Windows memory management program to check your memory to see if that's failing. I'm not going to do that here because it would knock off my video. So once we've done all that, and if you find that neither of these are the culprit, then you may want to try and update your BIOS, as an outdated BIOS may be the issue. So to update the BIOS, first you need the BIOS version. Now to check this, you can follow the following steps to find out your BIOS version. So what we do is we go to Windows Cortana again and type in CMD and press enter. So this will load up the command prompt. We are then going to type in system info, no space, up down, find str /L /C :BIOS. Press enter. We'll then go WMIC BIOS get manufacturer, make sure you spell it right, :SM BIOS, and then BIOS version. Right, so it tells me the manufacturer is Apple Incorporated, and the BIOS version is 429.140.8.0.0. Now, you could go onto your manufacturer's website. Apple doesn't allow this, so it doesn't matter for this one because I'm using an iMac. Yes, I'm using Windows on an iMac. Yeah, I get that. But any manufacturer, you go on the manufacturer's website, you check your version on your screen. So right here, you check that version there on your manufacturers. So my other machine is an Asus. So I'll go to Asus BIOS update. Asus BIOS drivers download. Where is it at? Because I don't want to go on to. Right, there we are. The thing. Right. Now, my model number is H8MK. Now, is it? I'll tell you in a second. H81M-K. So H81M-K. And it didn't like that for some strange reason. So I just select that one. So we go on to drivers and tools. And we wait for it to load. And then we go down to, and we select the operating system first. And then we go down to see all downloads. And then we are looking for management, sense driver, web storage, Intel graphics, audio, chipset. We're actually looking for BIOS, and it should be in here. What am I going on about? BIOS and firmware. And it's up on the top there. So you know that version says BIOS version 0501. So if I go onto this computer, type in exactly the same command, cmd, and again the exact same command for the second one. Doesn't want to do that because I might have to type this in manually. Oh no, there we go. Right, so this says that it's run by American Megatrends Incorporated, and the BIOS version is 3604. So again, my BIOS is out of date. Now I've only just recently updated my BIOS, so this is quite literally a new BIOS update, which I don't see how it is. Hold on, I'll have to go into see all downloads because that doesn't seem right. No. None of them are right. Strange. But you get the gist. Yeah, you get the gist of how that works. And then you would go on to read the manufacturer's instructions on how to update your BIOS. So after you've downloaded your BIOS firmware, right, it would be a good idea. I'm not saying everybody knows how to do it. There are videos out there online on how to do it, but I would suggest you would back up your hard drive. Whether that be making a clone of your hard drive, or just making a general backup of your hard drive, because in the unfortunate eventuality that the BIOS update doesn't work, it may render your computer unable to boot. It's very rare. I've never had it happen on me. In the olden days, updating your BIOS, yes, it was more scarier to do it. But nowadays, with UEFI, not so much. 99.99% of people have no problems. But there is that 0.001% that may. So basically, bottom line, right, after trying these fixes mentioned in the video, the system interrupts high CPU use issue on your PC should be fixed. If anybody has any better solutions, please share them with me via the comment section, and I may do an update video on it. So thank you very much for watching this video, and just to remind you to like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell to receive updates on any future content. And thank you again and I'll see you in the next video.